This is Carlos Eduardo from ChromeWalker.com. In today's review we're going to cover the Nokia E61i. As many of you know, the Nokia E61 was one of my favorite phones, and when it came out I was extremely pleased with the progress that Nokia had made in the Series 60 platform. It was a fast, powerful phone with a good battery life, lots of features, and Wi-Fi. The keyboard, BlackBerry type keyboard, was actually very handy when composing multilingual messages and also in being able to browse the web with the powerful web browser that these phones are equipped with nowadays. However, there were a couple of drawbacks from it. I think one, it was a little bit heavy and large, and also it didn't have a camera, making it a little bit hard for consumers to use for MMS and video messaging. Anyway, the Nokia E61i came out not too long ago, and I had been lusting after it for a long time. Here you can see that the new E61i is extremely thin. The build quality on this phone is actually extremely good. I can't believe what a great job they did in making this really feel solid. Although, you know, everything has some flaw in it. This one, for example, has a little bit of a gaping hole here. It's not a perfect flush fit. And there's a little bit of a creak when I squish it right here. But overall, it's a very solidly built phone, and in spite of being very thin, it feels like it's rugged enough to be dropped and manhandled through a regular business day. So the next things that sort of stand out about the E61i versus the E61 is the camera. Now, as you can see in some of my bug listings in the review, it's not the best of the cameras out there. It's actually kind of the same performance as a camera may have been top of the line about a year and a half ago. It can be a little grainy. It's 2 megapixels, and bright light, it's alright, but it's more of a typical camera phone camera and isn't going to yield stunning results like the N95 can put out. Anyway, I also like these new keys that they have here. Makes access to a lot of customizable options a lot easier. I have designated my own key as my camera key so I can quickly activate the pictures. The message key here is supposed to take me to my mailbox, but unfortunately there's a bug in mine where no matter how much I try to configure it to my mailbox, it always takes me to the Nokia website. That is the business software website, and I have configured various mailboxes, and it's a bug. I don't know if other people are experiencing it, but I am. The phone book, very convenient to be able to launch your phone book quickly. And the keypad has been enhanced. I would say that it feels a lot spongier, but a lot more comfortable to type than the E61 did. These two buttons here can be sometimes difficult to press accurately because there's this little thin sort of inlet here, which you basically are deceived that it'll trigger the button, but it only triggers the button when it's very far in the corner. Other than that, I mean, this phone is amazing. I had the N95, and some of you may know I wasn't particularly pleased with the battery life on it, but the battery life on this is impressive. I've had to shut off the 3G because I've had some issues with 3G lately, but the phone itself has been extremely good. I can carry Wi-Fi calls, browse the web, you know, spend a lot of time messaging and just playing with applications, and it'll definitely last me through the day. And that's the kind of performance I expect from a smartphone, especially when I have, you know, maybe music playing, or when I have lots of instant messaging or anything like that going on. So, in conclusion, this phone is definitely won my heart. This phone has everything that I want. The platform itself, I'm not going to go into too much detail because, well, there are many other phones from Nokia with the same kind of platform. But from a hardware perspective, this phone's fast. It's got all the features. It's got a couple of bugs that hopefully they'll fix sometime soon. But I definitely recommend it, and I disagree with others that the improvements are marginal from the E61. I think the improvements are vast, and they're definitely worth an upgrade. I would hope that Nokia is going to be putting out new firmware to take care of the bugs that are out there right now. But other than that, I have no problems recommending this phone. This is Carlos Eduardo from ChromeWalker.com.